I want you to think about the last time you solved a problem for someone at work. Not a small problem, the kind of problem where they came to you frustrated, confused, or stuck, and you walked them through it, and by the end of it, they said something like,
"I don't know how you do that."
And you smiled and you replied,
"Oh, it's nothing."
But it wasn't nothing. It was years. It was pattern recognition you built from doing something over and over until it became second nature. It was a sequence, a logic, a way of seeing things that other people don't have, and you've been giving it away for free inside someone else's organization. What I want to do in this video is change how you see that, because that thing you do, that process you walk people through without even thinking about it, that's not a job skill. That's a framework. And a framework is an asset, a sellable, teachable, income generating asset that belongs to you, not your employer, not your industry, not a credential on your wall. And stay with me until the end, because I'm going to give you the exact method I use to help women build their signature framework. And I'm going to show you how to turn that into something people will pay for. Here's the thing most people get wrong about frameworks. They think a framework is something you build after you've proven yourself. Like first you get the clients, then you get the credentials, then maybe after you've been at this for a few years, you earn the right to call your process a framework. Listen, that is completely backwards, y'all. A framework isn't a reward for the work you've done. A framework is the work you've done. You don't build a framework and then get credibility. You surface the framework that's been producing results all along, and the act of naming it and structuring it is what creates the credibility. Think about it this way. A doctor doesn't become a doctor simply by getting a white coat. The white coat is just the symbol for what they already are. Your framework is your white coat. It says, I have a repeatable process. I get consistent results, and I can take you through this too. The women who struggle to charge what they're worth, I'm talking about the women who feel like imposters the moment they try to sell something. These women usually have one thing in common. They haven't given a name to what they do. They're delivering transformation, results, and value, and then they're winging the explanation of how. Your framework is what closes that gap. So let me walk you through the method I use to help women build their signature framework. I call it the F.R.A.M.E method. 5 steps, 5 letters. And by the time I've walked you through all 5, you're going to be looking at your own experience completely different. F is for find your through line. Every framework starts with a result, not a topic, not a skill, a result. What is the one transformation you consistently create for the people you help? The clearest frameworks in the world are built around one through line, one before and after, and one solved problem. If you've been in a role for 5, 10, or 20 years, there's a result you've produced over and over again, whether that's confidence, clarity, structure, revenue, or efficiency. That's your through line. R is for rooted in experience. This is where most women want to skip ahead. Your framework doesn't come from a book you read or a course you took. It comes from what you've lived, what you've done, what you've seen work and fail in the real world. That's not a weakness. That's the whole point. Because anyone can Google a 5-step process, but nobody can replicate yours, because nobody has your unique combination of experience, industry knowledge, and hard-won perspective. Root your framework in what you know from being in it. That's what makes your framework irreplaceable. A is for arrange the steps. Now we take your through line and your experience and we organize them into a repeatable sequence. You only need 3 to 5 steps, not 15 steps, not a flow chart. You need 3 to 5 steps that take someone from where they are to where they want to be. This is the part that feels like you're oversimplifying, and I promise you you're not. Simplicity is the whole point of all this. The best frameworks in the world are clear enough that a client can repeat them back to you. If someone can't explain what you do in 3 sentences, your framework needs more arranging. If you're following along and you're starting to wonder where all of this fits into making money from your skills, I've got something just for you. I created a free training that walks you through exactly how to identify what you can sell and why some income streams work faster than others for women with your background. It's the bridge between understanding what you have and knowing what to do with it. Drop the word income down in the comments and I'll make sure you get all the details. And keep watching, because the next 2 steps in the F.R.A.M.E method are where it really gets good. M is for make it memorable. This is the part where you name your framework. Give it a title, an acronym, or a phrase. Give it something that makes it yours and only yours. Now, this is not about being clever for the sake of it. A named framework is protected, it's positioned, and it's something you can trademark, teach, and build your entire business around. The safety method is my signature framework. It's what I teach inside my programs. It's the thing that separates my work from every other business coach on the internet because it's mine, and you need that too. E is for earn with it. Here's what I need you to understand. Your framework isn't a freebie. It's not a lead magnet. It's not something you summarize in a caption and give away. Your framework is your intellectual property, and intellectual property is how coaches, consultants, and service providers get paid at scale. Once you have a named, structured, and repeatable framework, you have something to sell. It could be a workshop, a course, a coaching program, even a certification. Your framework isn't the beginning of your business. Your framework is your business. So that's frame. Find your through line, root it in experience, arrange the steps, make it memorable, and earn with it. I want to take a step back for a second, because if you've been watching this thinking, you know what, this is cool, but I already have a good job, I don't need a framework right now, I want to offer you a different way to look at this. Your income right now is tied to one source. Your income is tied to one organization, one budget cycle, and one set of decision makers who could restructure your role, eliminate your position, or change your compensation at any time. That's not safety. That's proximity to safety. See, we talk about financial safety like it's something that happens after a certain salary or a certain title or a certain number in your retirement account. But safety isn't a number. Safety is options. It's the ability to say yes because you want to and no because you can afford to. And a signature framework is how you start building those options, because your framework is not just a coaching tool. It's transferable. It's teachable. It's something you can build a workshop around, a course around, or a consulting package around. Your framework can exist independently of any role that you hold. It turns what you know into something that can generate money alongside your salary, or instead of it, if that's where you eventually want to go. This isn't a side hustle. This is a second stream of income. And a second stream of income isn't a luxury for women who've already made it. It's a strategy for women who are smart enough to know that one paycheck, no matter how good it is, isn't a plan. The women I work with aren't struggling. They're accomplished. They're capable. They're competent in ways that most people never see. But they've built all that inside of a structure that belongs to someone else. And a signature framework puts something in your name. It says, I have a method. I can teach it. I can charge for it. And no layoff, no restructure, and no difficult manager can take that from me. That's what we're really building here. Now, I know what some of you are thinking right now.
Nick, this all sounds great, but where do I start?
And I want to give you a very specific answer to that. I have a micro course called 2K in 2 hours, and I want to be really clear about what it is and who it's for. 2K in 2 hours is for the woman who already knows she has something to offer but hasn't packaged it yet. It's for the woman who's been doing the mental math on what it would look like to generate income from her skills but hasn't taken the first concrete step yet. It's for the woman who's watched videos like this one, taken notes, felt inspired, and then went back to her Google Doc because she didn't have a clear starting point. 2K in 2 hours gives you that starting point. It's a focused, practical training that walks you through building your first offer in one sitting. This won't take a semester or a certification program. You're just 2 hours from building an offer you can sell for $2,000 or more. If you've been thinking about this idea for a while, 2K in 2 hours is the thing that gets you in motion. You can get 2K in 2 hours on my website at herincomeedit.com/2K, or just click the link down in the description. A lot of women spend years being exceptional inside structures that don't belong to them. You pour your best thinking, your sharpest strategies, and your most creative problem solving into organizations that will never put your name on it. And then you wonder why you don't feel financially free, even when you're making good money. Your framework is the thing that changes that. It's how your name gets attached to the value you create. It's how your income gets detached from someone else's budget. And it's how you stop being the best kept secret in your industry and start being the person people seek out, refer, and pay. You already have the through line. You already have the experience. You already have the steps. You just haven't named it yet. If you're new here, my name is Nick Scott, and I help women turn their existing skills into coaching income, digital products, and online businesses. And if you want to see exactly how the skill you already have becomes the income stream you've been thinking about, go watch this video next. It picks up where we left off, and it'll give you a completely different way to look at what you've already built. Okay? I'll see you there.